Hi! Happy Friday!
Happy Friday.
So it's nice to see that we're wearing some kind of green, at least for three of us.
Yeah.
Kaya pala
Yes,
joke lang.
medyo rustic theme. Kung tayo yung mountain, si Nico yung sky.
Charot.
For the sea. Yes, why not?
Yes.
Mermaid ka, girl.
Yes. Gusto mo yun?
Hi, guys!
Hello.
Kamusta?
At gusto ko yung bagong haircut si Maki and si Mikey today.
Yes. Palakpakan naman natin yan.
Salamat po. Uy, may lighting talaga. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Hindi ka pa gusto mo. Ako di ako happy with... Okay.
Fresh naman, Maya mo na.
Mukha akong high school student.
Okay lang yan, pwede ka pa
Diba?
mag-DL, di ba?
Correct. Boy for told, ganun.
Yes. Boy for told.
Diba?
Yes.
Hindi tayo dyan. So, kumusta kayo, guys? It's been a while. It's been a while now.
It's been a while.
Naka-recover na ba kayo from Miss Universe?
Ayun lang.
Ako,
Ikaw, Nico.
Carry na. Para naka-move forward na tayo ng very light doon. Char.
Correct. But sabi nga ni Maki, have you really moved on? Or are you just distracted?
Yeah! True. Uy, nabasa ko yun.
Or are you pretending?
Yes.
Masarap yan.
Yes. Well, let's say hi to some of our friends in the chat. We have Jayan's Fam Vlog. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Jayan. Hello.
Hi, Nolan.
Hey, Nolan. What's up?
What's up?
Good morning to you there, Nolan.
Right.
Jayan? Aloha, Darwin.
Hey,
Aloha.
Jarvin. What's up? Uy, i-greet naman natin to si Pietro ng belated happy
Belated.
birthday sa'yo dyan! Hey!
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birdie.
Birdie!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Masaya ka
birdie.
ba sa birdie?
Balitaan mo naman kami.
Yeah.
Charot.
You can
Oo.
show your cake and have it eaten too. Ano sabi?
Yes! Gusto mo yun?
Did you have fun on your birdie?
Ay!
Oh.
Or on someone's. Ang dami natin sinasabi.
True. Uy, Jayan is saying, parang familiar po ako sa inyo po na group. Kilala niyo po, di ba, si Ate Tesha? Yung friend ni Lance.
Ni Lance, right?
Yes.
Yes. Although parang recently hindi namin siya nakakausap. But yes.
Yep.
Hey.
Hi.
Ayun,
Yeah,
kasi nag-live tayo with Ate Tesha. I think it was Lance primarily. But yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Hi, Tasha. Kung nanonood ka
Thank
ba.
you for supporting, di ba? Nakaka-reach
Thank you so
ng
much.
different groups
Yes.
at yung platform. Ang kapal ang mukha ko.
Yes.
Platform.
Oh, yes. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Busy kami. Well, thank you very much for being here, guys. So, I guess if it's your first time being here, we are the Bruja Hobby Squad, and we talk about all things BL, as well as other series, shows, and other media, I guess. And also about, let's say, issues and matters of interest. Ang dami na sabi. But anyways, thank you for being here. So my name is Mikey. This here is Nico. Down there is Amaya. And Maki is over there. MMMN. If you like.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? Magkakalapit lang yung alphabet namin. But if you're here again, thank you for again joining us. So we are going to be talking tonight about BL. Balik tayo sa
Yes. Oo.
Balik tayo sa di ba? Land of the Right. Hala, hindi ko alam.
Land of the Rising Sun. Totoo.
Land of Smiles, Emerald, ganon.
Land of the Rising Poles. Oh,
Yes! Gusto ko yun.
Let's go there. I think we need to go there.
Yes, Maya, sorry, you were saying.
No, and for that matter, bumalik tayo sa Thai BL because we haven't talked about Thai BL since
It's been
I told Sunset about you, I think.
True.
Yes.
So what happened, guys?
Yeah, that's true. Well, we've we've been busy. So just to give you a little life update. What life update?
Life update.
So we've been busy at
Perfect life.
work, and well, for me and Nico especially, parang we're kind of night owls, so our brains start working towards the latter part of the day. So, alam mo yun, parang, but that happens. And also, well, just earlier today, I actually went to MOA to get my PNP clearance. It's a requirement for work.
Clearance.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
that's it, I think. Kayo guys.
Well, ako, paano ba? I'm more into ano ngayon. I'm into K-pop for parang if I will look back and the 2018 2019 Maki would tell me like in
Yes.
2021 you will listen to K-pop. So, no talaga, but I don't know what happened or what. Pero siguro ano din, kasi diba na-mention ni Maya earlier na we're going back to Thai BLs. Kasi if the people watching right nanonood sa atin ngayon know na we started this channel primarily to just give reviews and give our insights about Thai BLs.
Right.
Ako,
Right.
personal take, I don't wanna drag these three lovely people here with me in this opinion, no. Pero kasi ako medyo naumay ako ng content with Thai BLs, yeah. Because of paano ba? Siguro ano lang na saturate ako.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ng-
Saturation.
Yeah. Na-saturate ako ng somehow similar kind of content. So that's why we've been talking, no? We've been having speak trims here and there, left and right, especially last year when things were not as busy as now.
No,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Parang we have these speak trim sessions on representation and all these other matters that are socially relevant, not only for us, but also for the greater good of the public. No? Pero
Amen.
gusto mo yung I am taking my
Amen.
time, guys.
Amen.
Yeah.
Speak.
We just we just want more queer stories out there. Although yeah, parang as you can remember what I said na saturate tayo. Pero kasi we've been seeing siguro this is a challenge for production houses out there to not only produce somehow similar kind of content that tells the story of queer people because the very person responsible for why we are here right now, Alan Turing, is in fact member of LGBTQIA+ community, but hindi siya masyado na pag-uusapan. We're not
Right.
only about high school love stories. We're not only about muscle. We're not only about flamboyance, and not only about Miss Universe even. Pero there are more stories about queer people that somehow, hopefully, in the very near future, get to see the light of day. Oh, tara. Speak room talaga to.
Yes. Agree. And hopefully with the stories that will be coming out, I guess, hopefully the representation is wider and there are more voices that are heard, especially voices of those in the spectrum that are not as represented as others. And I'm looking forward to that, actually, and supporting them.
Yep.
Right.
Resist
Just to be honest
and
also,
turn.
parang there's also too many shows, too little time the past month.
Very true.
Yeah. True.
Which I think is a good thing because, as Maki mentioned, there are more stories coming out highlighting LGBT. Of course, you just don't want it to be forced. But generally, I think the case for me is that it's really too many shows, too little time. Like, the
Correct.
pipeline is real. Like, we really have to pipeline the shows. My God. So, at least, fortunately, at least for this show, it's something that at least a critical amount of the team members
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
But
ako
siguro just so,
naumay
Yes,
na
go
rin
ahead,
ako
Nico.
L talaga, just like Maki.
Same.
Super,
Same, actually.
gusto ka talaga ako na, alam mo yun, sa group chat natin, parang hindi ko na pinapansin. Sino ba yung mga ayan? Hindi ko na talaga pinapansin. And then until this particular series, parang, bumalik na naman ako.
Very true.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention when I felt what Matthew felt as well. Not just for Thai BLs, but for like BLs in general, especially for
Yeah.
Filipino BLs. Parang there are so many new shows coming out, and then there doesn't seem to be any. Oh my God, I'm gonna use that word. No, I'm not gonna use that word. The D word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I wouldn't.
That's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
thinking
use
then.
that. I wouldn't use that term though. I mean, let's just leave it at there are so many shows that I'm not hooked to watch or parang I'm not
Mm.
interested kasi hindi ako na ano eh, napupol nila eh, alam mo yan? And I guess it's also maybe the quality of the posters, the quality of the trailers, and maybe even sort of like I don't know, maybe I'm just waiting for the part twos of some of the shows that we did like. Diba? And yun nga eh, parang for a time there, I wanted to watch something else. That's why I went on Netflix and then I started watching Netflix again. And most
Yeah.
recently, we watched Shadow and Bone, which is really, really good. And I'm like, why can't we do more stories like that? But you know, Filipinos being Filipinos, I think we're a long way from achieving that kind of fantasy, sci-fi, magical, you know, like
Yeah.
sensational series. So,
Right.
anyways, but you know, we'll see how we get there. Maybe iba lang talaga yung mga kwento natin, iba yung culture
Yep.
natin. Therefore, kinds of stories that we tell are also different.
True.
So yun, sabi ko na sabi.
Tanong din naman natin yung audience. So, doon sa mga nanonood, let's also ask them, like, did you also
Yes.
experience the same feeling? Like, did you get, like, oversaturated with these
Overwhelmed.
feelings? Did you get overwhelmed? So, just let us know. Just comment on the box below. There.
Right.
But, while waiting for their response, can you guys describe first ano yung i-review natin today? Which BL actually
Sure.
brought us back to the realm?
This BL actually is a very, as how I see it, not being very critical about it, pero it's a good it has the perfect timing, especially siguro ano na, in the perspective of us Filipino viewers, international viewers of this particular series, no? Na parang ang perfect timing nung lahat, hindi naman lahat, pero karamihan ng mga nanonood ay parang nauumay na ng konti, pero ito yung perfect timing na hahatakin ka nila ulit pabalik dun sa platform nila.
Yes.
And it's very
True.
good. It's very efficient and effective. So after watching this series, nag-consume ulit ako ng Thai content, mga ilang Thai
Okay.
content, yung i-allow lang ng schedule ko. Pero with this particular series, no, it's did you guys know that's 2 years or 2 or 3 years in the making already? It's supposed to be shown
Yeah, exactly.
even before.
2019.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
I saw the old
Really?
trailer. Yes.
Yeah.
It was a long
And if you
time
compare
ago.
the trailer versus the show, oh my god, huge difference. Huge difference.
Okay.
Kasi this company parang they come out with a program at the start of the year na nire-release nila kung ano yung mga naka-layout sa pipeline nila on what shows they will show for that particular year. And 2019 was the year this series was supposed to be in the limelight out there. And
Okay.
may mga changes, may mga difficulties, may mga circumstances na naghinder sa kanila to produce and really like put it out there, you know? Especially COVID for very obvious reasons. Pero yun, I think it's also a blessing for them na albeit it's more I think it cost them more because they had to reshoot most if not all of the scenes kasi syempre nagbabago yung itsura ng actors mo and nagbabago din yung flavor ng market mo, ng mga nagko-consume ng content mo. So I think
Right.
it's also a blessing for them na kahit na delay ng not really a short while, for a long while, yung yung pag-show nila nitong series na to, it came out really good and it really good. I must say it's one of the, at least for this specific company, it's one of the best that I've watched so far, at least for this company.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to say hi to my kambal. Hi,
Yes.
Cyril.
Hello.
Earth or Mix?
Hi, Cyril. Hello.
It's Earth.
I'm mixed ako, mama. Mixed.
Earth for me, Earth.
We'll get there.
Yes.
Mix ako.
Yeah, so 50-50 tayo. Gusto mo yun? Sure.
When you say mix, do you mean both of them or just mix?
Oh, depends.
I'm okay with both at the same time.
At the same time, yes.
Depends on the
Bash.
good
Hi,
story.
Bash.
Bash.
And May is also here.
Hi,
Hey,
May.
May.
Hello.
May.
Oh my gosh.
What
guys,
is
if you see-
happening?
Right, what is up? And if you've seen A Tale of a Thousand Stars, let us know your thoughts about it. What do you like? What didn't you like? And who among the two would you go for?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, we're reviewing, as you see below, it's A Tale of a Thousand Stars. It's about someone who underwent a heart transplant, and then yung heart that went to him was actually a volunteer teacher who was initially involved with a soldier in that same area. Diba? And then after getting the heart transplant, the guy had the realization. So what's the name of Mix again? That's a series.
Yeah.
Tian. So si Tian had a realization and wanted to continue the mission of the donator of the heart, which is
Torfan.
Torfan, and went to continue being a
Uh-huh.
volunteer teacher in the mountains.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
And so basically,
So
that's
ngayon,
the story.
That's the
Torfan yung
premise.
pangalan mo, pero hindi masaya yung buhay mo.
True.
Oo.
Ba't ganun?
Baka torment. Char.
Yeah. Baka Torjack. Char lang. Baka Torjack
Oh my God.
man. Char lang.
No!
Oh, not at this time. Char.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
hasn't seen it yet. Okay, well, you should watch it. You should actually, definitely watch it.
Yes.
And we'll do our best to review it without any spoilers, siguro, for those who haven't
Oh.
watched.
Yeah.
Hindi kaya ni Mikey yun, yung walang spoiler na review.
Oo nga eh, sorry. I'm a spoil is sport. Oh, by the way, guys, hi, Survivor Z. It's
True,
been a while.
Hi,
How
Z.
are you?
Yes, oh my God.
Hi, Z.
Tagal na natin di nakita.
Grabe, no?
Have you seen A
Looking
Tale of
back.
Thousand Stars? Oo nga. Di ba? Welcome back, in a way. Tell us about it. Torment. Oh my God, sabi ni Sir. Yeah. Okay. Ayan. So, Maya, we're reviewing na, di ba? Go, Maya. Ikaw naman. Anong masasabi mo?
Siguro taking off from what Maki mentioned, maganda talaga yung timing, especially given that its theme is so much different from the other BLs, particularly it's such a unique show for me. So I think that also contributed to the good timing, so that I think parang people were looking for something different. So parang it had the chance to pull people back in. So yeah, it all worked for them. And I think just to add to what Maki said.
Right. Very true.
Kayo, ano naman sabi niyo sa overall theme, sa flow?
Siguro in general muna rin ako. Kasi to be honest, it's been a while since I've watched it. So I might have forgotten some key things or scenes. Pero while we were watching it, we enjoyed it thoroughly, like very, very much talaga. Because I felt that it was a refreshing BL. Like, alam mo yun, parang kind of cleanse the palate. Cleanse the palate. Ano to, pagkain. Pero I really felt na it was something na parang pambanlaw siya sa mga previous na napanood ko. Alam mo yan?
Yeah.
I like that. Well, Earth has always been around. I mean, you've seen him in other BL shows, pero parang this is the first time na he was a lead and he delivered. Kasi in his other in his other shows, maybe it was for a lack of direction from the director, or maybe it was for a lack of experience. Pero dito, parang I felt na nagampanan niya naman yung role niya talaga. Right? And I think he had like genuine chemistry with Mix. And I think that's a testament to their friendship talaga. Kasi they spend a lot of time together because they're roommates. So, yun, parang nakikita mo yung parang comfort level nila sa isa't isa. So there. And I also like that it was not your usual BL. Diba? Kasi parang your usual BL, especially Thai BLs, your usual BL would be in school, etc. Right? So parang this one is parang they're actually, well, one is a professional already, and then one is graduating. But it's also a different kind of situation because he inherited a heart from someone who supposedly had a relationship with I was gonna say a mountain boy, but I don't
With
think
a mountain
it's
ranger. Mountain ranger, correct.
a mountain ranger. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry if I'm buffering, guys. But yeah. So I mean, it added a sort of different dimension to it because you kind of start wondering, is he in love because of his own feelings, or is it because of, let's say, an echoing or a resonance with a previous heart owner? Alam mo yan? So that
Yeah.
those are the kinds of things that you think of. I liked the supporting cast. I thought that they were funny. um, I forgot the name of the one with Drake. But you see him around as well, diba? Parang he's always playing these like funny roles. Drake was an extra for sure. Pero he was like easy on the eyes, so love that. But everyone else, I think they did naman what they needed to do to make the story move along. Diba? There were just some scenes that I think I kind of like questioned a little bit, but and in terms of continuity, sometimes there's errors in continuity, especially towards the last part when he sort of like admitted, but before that, Chief went to his hut, and for no particular reason. Parang there was no moment leading up to that. Like, why would he suddenly go to the hut and start looking for the notebook? So I couldn't understand that. Maybe because there was a lot of reshooting, right? Because they needed to change some things. So maybe there were some misses there. But overall, I thought that it was still a very well put together story. Some gaps here and there, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, you guys might remember some more, and maybe some of the things that you say might jog my memory. So, kayo naman, go.
But to be honest, the flow of the story is really good for me, as what you
Yeah.
mentioned. Hindi siya pilit. Like, there were no
Yes.
scenes. Diba, parang
Pilit.
there were no scenes where I felt na parang, why did they do that? Unlike with the other shows. Sorry, I don't want to name names, but parang I think generally it went smoothly. And then parang all of the shows were like connected, or like all of the scenes were like connected with each other. Hindi pilit for me. If there was one bummer for me, siguro, it's just the fact na yung kissing scene nila, it's just at the end. Naghihintay from the both of them, especially from Earth. But at least I'm satisfied with a lot of
Yeah.
topless scenes.
True.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Speaking
Kasi
of those
Forest, alam mo na, kailangan lagi kang ready to,
right.
be in
Speaking of
action.
those topless scenes, I think there was a scene there wherein maliligo, diba? Tapos parang he started bathing mix, and I was like,
Oo. Sabot-sabot sa
um,
mukha. Diba? Bakit
diba?
ganun?
And exactly, parang too soon, boy, too soon. But
Oo.
I mean, it was kind of cute as well, and I mean, I can't complain. Earth body and everything. Like batak na batak. Hello, no fat there. But I just thought that parang, they could have maybe done a little bit more to lead up to that scenario. And I think it was just because, product placement and everything. Ang daming product placement.
Super.
Eto na naman
Super.
tayo. So I guess that's still the thing with I guess that's still my thing with the idea. Sometimes product placements can be a bit much.
Yep. Uy, ako naman, parang at first, alam mo na, naumay na talaga ako sa mga Thai BLs. Kasi they have the behavioral pattern talaga, no? Alam mo talaga yung mga, kasi parang they have the certain, like, mga reactions mga interjections nila. For example, mga ganun, mga malalim na paghinga, mga ganyan. Alam mo yun? Parang it's the usual, typical reaction that you see in all BLs.
Yeah.
Nakita ko na yung mga ganung behavioral reactions, diba? So parang,
Yeah.
ano ba, tama na. But, tuwang-tuwa talaga ako kay Mix for some reason Hindi ko alam Parang, I mean, he's a good actor. Ang singkit niya, pero dalang-dala niya talaga. I mean, yung mukha niya, yung facial expression niya, ganyan. Feel ko talaga. Sabi ko, ay, naku, nabawi. Na-compensate siya. And tama si Mikey, parang siguro may mga gaps here and there na nakita ko na I was like asking na parang, ano ba to? Bakit ganito? Yung tinanong mo, Mikey, na sumulpot dun sa wedding reception and then biglang, yung totoo, parang, di ba, I even asked that, na parang, nga, but di mo nilapitan, hindi ko gets, anong issue mo, arte-arte mo, Earth, char.
Gusto mo pahabol. I know.
Correct, di ba? So, yun lang, may ano din, in terms of the story, I super like the flow of the story and the plot. Yung mga twists here and there, parang, whoa, and then progressively, at first kasi parang, di ba, parang, going back to yun pala, ito yung the lighter ko talaga sa series na parang number one, how they created the plot. Kasi ang galing, iba-ibang perspectives. Like perspective niya as Tian, di ba? So at first, in the first of siguro first episodes, we know what's going on in his head. Na parang he just wants to be there to fulfill a dream, di ba? Nung ni girl ni Torfan, ganyan. But nung sumunod na mga episodes, biglang may mga revelations here and there na parang, wow, wait lang.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right?
Diba? Na parang nagbabago tuloy yung dimension, ay yung yung tao, yung character. Na parang, hello girl, hindi ka lang honest, hindi ka noble dito, te. May tinatago ka dyan. Then towards the end, biglang may revelation ulit. So parang siguro
Right,
quoting
right.
Ricky Lee, parang usually daw kasi pag sa character development, may kahon daw kasi yung character and then nako-confine yung character doon. And then nagkakaroon ng conflict kasi binabangga daw ng character yung kahon. Ang nangyari dito sa series, parang palaki yung kahon na parang ito lang yung reality na alam natin in the first episodes. Biglang lumaki siya na parang wait lang. Parang may iba pa palang kwento. And then biglang lumaki pa siya lalo na parang oh my God. So doon ako natuwa sa plot talaga na parang ay amazing. Secondly, I super like this series. Nabalik talaga ako sa Thai BL because of Atel. Kasi, ay nako, parang hindi siya yung typical campus na city kind of story na, alam mo, di ba usually naglalakad sa kalye ng kung saan man yan sa Bangkok. Ito kasi nasa Talahiban, nasa bundok talaga, di ba?
Correct.
But then again,
growers.
Gusto mo yun? Mapunta, pag nag-shooting kayo, magkasama kayo nila Earth sa Talahiban. Ganun.
hoy ma, I like it. Fantasy ko yun.
Imagine mo,
Hindi lang talahiban, dahil they grow tea, it's tea lahiban.
Lahiban? Ano?
Yeah. Diba, imagine mo, yung shooting nun, di ba, all those cast members kasama mo sa bundok. Isolated kayo.
It's very idyllic, no? Romantic and everything.
Super. And malamig
Sarap
pa, diba? Magpainit tayo doon. Char. Ayun. So, and aside from that, I super like how they're so bold in integrating these socially relevant issues in the plot. Like yung environmental conservation, and then yung social class. Alam mo yun, parang it's not your usual BL na parang doon ko na-appreciate. And then, very heartwarming, heartfelt yung kwento ng environmental conservation, na link dun yung kwento ni Chief, diba? And all, and then pati yung kwento ni Tian doon, na parang it's a social class thing, na parang, diba, may ganong disparity sa social class talaga, chart. Diba, parang it's a very socially relevant and socially conscious na series. Kaya doon ako natuwa talaga. It's one of the best, I have to say. Yes.
And even cultural consciousness kasi you see like how they are into like their own traditions within the tribe, right? So
Wait, yes, speaking of that, Maya, in terms of cultural nuances, no, may mga as in super interested talaga ako sa lahat ng mga cultural artifacts, so to say. May tinatawag silang translated as parang pagtatahol ng aso or something.
I know! I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that.
Pero it's a euphemism of having sex, diba? At night, ganun.
Yeah.
So parang yun yung
Talaga nanilip talaga sila, diba?
Oo, diba? So ako parang, oh my gosh, ang cute naman ng kultura nila. Parang, diba, they're well established. They have a system, they have a culture. Kaya, yun, ganda. That's right.
Remind me guys.
Pati yung mga shaman, diba? Yung mga,
right.
yung burial rituals, diba? The offertory of the flowers. Even, I mean, everything.
Very, very true. You remind me kung saan sila based, guys? Was it near Chiang Mai or...
Chiang Mai.
It's supposed to be in Chiang Mai. It's called Papundao, but I'm not sure if there's if it's a legit place. But as I know, the location was shot in Chiang Rai, which is also in the northern part of the island. I think it's also close to Chiang Mai.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Natawa ako, Sir Will. Ang sakit daw ng talahiban sa likod. Yes, totoo yun.
Bakit?
Totoo yun.
Bakit?
Umiga ka sa talahiban.
Ba't ka nahihinig? Makate.
Pakikwento, Sir Will, kung anong experience natin sa Talahiban.
Oo.
Kailangan sa Talahib, hindi man lang sa kubo, di ba?
True.
Correct. Diba?
Langit-ngit ng papag.
Oh my God.
Ang kate ng Talahiban.
Ay,
Tapos di ba? Hugas na lang sa sa igiban ng tubig. Sa poso.
Oh, sorry. I just remembered something too, di ba? Parang in all of the scenes, you only see Tian using one backpack. But did you
Right.
see how many sweaters he wore?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paano kumasya sa isang backpack? Yung lahat ng hindi siya umuulit ng damit, de. Paano 'yon?
At lahat branded.
Yes.
Yeah, and one sweatshirt I can tell it's Gucci. By the way.
Ayun no.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Diba?
Gucci.
Yung hoodie niya na
naman.
brown, Gucci.
Yes.
It's just so weird. And again, another timeline thing. Now I'm remembering things. Diba? Parang, I think it was already like a week or a couple of weeks there. But then the first time that he started to wash his clothes was like mid-series.
Mhm.
Parang,
Right.
Bakit ganyan na siya maglalaba?
How?
At tagal-tagal niya na doon.
Right.
Tapos backpack lang. Nakakatawa.
So, umulit ka ng damit? Kiyoho mo, ha? Char.
Baka naman may side A, side B yung mga sweaters na. Like
Reversible.
one side is different color for each side. So I don't know.
But I don't think Gucci has a reversible
Ay, which
pero
makes
pansinin
you wonder
niyo si
even
Annette.
more. Diba? How miraculous is that bag?
Pati si Longte, si Kautong, ang daming outfit change. Napagkasya niya lahat yun sa kubo nila.
Totoo, diba?
True.
Hindi nag-uulit ng damit si Longte.
Oh, and I think there was something about, at one point I also questioned because Longte had like a digital camera, and he said that, he said that he uploads them, etc. But yeah, he could go down to the bayan and then do it there. But I don't know. I was just wondering, a digital camera. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, minor thing.
Kahit walang charger, di ba? Kasi yung charger lang dun sa papiran unit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Di
Hi,
ba?
Derek Bond. Hello, Derek
Hi.
Bond. Thanks for dropping by. We're talking about A Tale of Thousand Stars. Have you seen it? Let us know what your thoughts are. Ayun. Nakakatawa. Tapos, ano ba to? Tapos, that hospital, di ba? Parang, I don't know, because di ba si, Upa, he got shot and everything.
Yeah.
And they've always said that they lack equipment in that hospital. But he was brought to that hospital. Okay. I don't know.
And-
Just one.
And they were able to do full surgery
Correct.
in that
Correct.
hospital.
Yeah. I don't know. There were just some things that I was wondering about that. Yeah. But, it's minor
We're
things.
just
minor
overthinking,
things.
yeah. Don't
Yeah.
mind us.
We're
We're
just
really
nit-
just
we're just
overprocessing
nitpicking.
yeah.
And it's
Because there's
not- it
really
doesn't-
nothing else we can
Correct.
there's really nothing else we can point our fingers on.
Yeah, it doesn't detract from the experience, but it just makes you wonder. Like when you see it, parang alam mo yun, parang nati-trigger lang yung parang logical or whatever
Oo.
brain mo. Diba?
Yeah.
Kasi, syempre, if there's a gap in something, of course, you see those gaps and then it distracts you nga, di ba? So, syempre, maaalala mo yun, bakit ganun? So, yeah.
Siguro the reason why we see all these small details is because on the greater scheme of things, the series is so good. Kasi papansinin mo na lang yung small details. Kasi if the series is not at par with the standards of the viewers, to say the least, yung mga ganito kaliliit na details, di mo napapansinin eh. Mas mapapansin mo yung how irresponsible the script is, how irresponsible
Yes, that's a very good point.
the delivery of the lines and all this and the story even, di ba? So being this good in terms of the delivery of the story ng Tale of a Thousand Stars, napapansin natin yung mga small minor details, minute details na talaga, like nung inoperahan siya tas sa likod nakatagilid, but when he was
Yes!
diba, when he was brought to a different hospital, nakahiga siya. So, oh my God,
True. True.
Right.
Because there was this one particular scene na I literally burst out laughing nung pinapanood ko yun. Kasi nung umiiyak si Tian sa tabi ni Fufa nung inooperahan, nung nagpapagaling siya sa hospital, ganyan. Umiiyak siya, di ba? Tapos pinunasan niya yung sipon niya ganyan. As after nun, as in one single take, hinawakan niya si Pupa. Sabi ko, oh my God.
I didn't notice that. But now that you mention it, you mentioned the hospital bed, like he was transferred to a hospital bed. But if you think about it, and you guys can correct me or if I'm wrong now. Pero I think that because the first part was they showed Tian on a hospital bed, and then he got up, etc., and then went to Pupa's room. But then, if you take a look at it, isn't that the same bed? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. But anyways, I thought about that. Oh, and another thing, diba, when he started, it's the Colombo eh. Parang parang tinuruan ni Pupa si Tian na gumamit ng Colombo. But I forgot what the continuity was. But it felt like he should have known already, but then the next scene that we see the Colombo, he doesn't know how to do the Colombo. Parang ganun yung naisip ko. And I can't pinpoint exactly what, but it kind of felt like that. Yun.
Right.
So yung mga ganung bagay, baka it was switched around somehow.
Ito ba yung tinulungan siya magkabit ng Colombo and then
Yeah.
he was already in front of Pupa, something like that. But beforehand, Pupa should have taught him about it. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Yun. But anyways, again, we're not picking.
Yeah. How about you guys? I mean, for those watching, let us know they have the lighter, satisfiers, bummer, sorry. Just comment on the box below.
Yeah. I think one scene that I really enjoyed was when they were out for a drive, and then Pupa was like taking stolen shots. You know, that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Tian was wearing that traditional sort of like overcoat that was given to him by Longte, I think.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty cute scene, I would say. Yeah.
And then si Mix, no, yung voice modulation niya, hindi nakakairita. Parang, I don't know, parang where I super like him. Sure. Whenever nag-infatuate talaga sa isang BL actor until this series talaga. As in, super like ko talaga siya. Sure.
Really? Oh my God.
I swear, hindi ko alam. Parang there's something about him. And then, pinapanood ko yung mga interviews nila, ganyan, yung mga lives nila. Parang, hello, I like you so much.
Ako naman si Earth. Kasi I've always seen him as one-dimensional. Like in Waterboy, oh my God, like,
yeah.
that was a bad series. I'm sorry, guys, if you liked it. But for me,
Visually, I liked it.
I'm sorry, it could have been better for me, seriously. Especially because, you know, there were like problematic scenes wherein there was forced kissing and whatever. Pero yun nga, parang here, I felt that he really came into his own. And it sort of like gave me sort of like another dimension. It showed another dimension to his personality. So he's not just hot, but he can be very gentle and humorous as well. So I really like that.
Wait
Tagal na
lang.
nga ni Nico.
Kasi ayun, ito talaga. Kinilig ako ng very light. So, ayun yung sinabi ni Pao, diba? And then, ayan. So, wala daw ano? Okay, so
Unscripted.
Unscripted
daw. Oo.
And then, ma'am, sabi ni Sir Will talaga, yung forehead kiss, wala daw talaga.
Hindi nga. Oh my God. I
Oh
didn't know
my
that.
gosh! So that means it's really something that they were carried away.
Oh, di ko kinaya yun.
See?
Yeah.
See? I guess that's one of the things, right? I mean, if you're really in the moment and you're feeling it,
Right.
it manifests it and it shows, and you're able to put it into the scene somehow, diba? So that's nice. That's pretty good. That's very good info.
Oh my God, Earth.
Even the
On the
one
last.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Oh my
But that
I
would have
know
been so
that.
sad, diba? And if it really wasn't intended to be there,
Oh
diba?
my
Parang
God.
can you imagine like the entire series without a deliberate kissing scene? Actually, there was looking for the
That's
entire
very
time.
nice. Pero that's the thing, diba? Kasi parang, and I have friends who were commenting na there should be a kissing scene, but then parang attached to that was, I hope he doesn't kiss the way that he kissed in Waterboy. I see those comments. Because,
Talaga.
yung mga pinapollow ko on Twitter na our reactors, parang they keep saying na,
Yeah.
he better not mess this up. He better not mess this up. And good thing that it was a very gentle. It was
Ang
very
cute.
sweet.
Ang cute. Uy, wait lang. Pinanood ko yung BTS, nila, parang docu-MS series nila. And then, yung scene na nagbibilang na ng bituin si si Tian. Nahimatay
Oh my
pala
God.
siya dun, ma'am.
Yes.
Diyos ko.
Yes.
Because it was in the wee hours of the night and it's at the north of Thailand. Imagine the cold on top of the mountains. So
Grabe, no?
the dedication of these actors.
Right.
And siguro naduling siya, di ba? Kasi,
Magbi-
I mean, how can you count, seriously, how can you count 1,000 stars? Like, I don't even know.
without
how.
without repeating
Exactly.
the stars that you already counted.
Pero ma'am,
I
yung
mean-
script na talaga paulit-ulit nung song, Sam, paulit-ulit lang siya dun.
Actually, kaya siya hinimatay kasi umiiyak siya nakatingala.
hirap na
Diba?
siya. Oh my
Imagine.
God.
Crying
Ayaw
and
tumulo.
saying the script repeatedly
Oh
while
my
your head is
God.
tilted upwards. My gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I really,
Wait,
really
mag-hi muna tayo kay
hate
Pao. Hi! Sa'yo, Jen! What's up?
Andito siya.
Oo nga eh.
Hi, pal.
Thank you for supporting. Char.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Sana
Yeah.
all, may nagko-comment sa tabi.
I know,
Shout out.
right? Just
Ay.
Maya, ano ba? Char.
Oh, by the way, we haven't spoken about White. I like White in this series as well.
True,
I mean,
True.
I mean, I think the only time that he really starred in was Lovesick, which I happen to love. At least the first series, the first season. Second season wasn't as good because there were so many things that
Right.
happened, and it was like they were trying to elevate it, but it was kind of botched when they did that. Pero ang cute kasi nung nung story nila ni Captain. So I really felt like kiligin everything. So here he was a supporting character, and White has been a supporting character in other series.
Oo nga.
Pero here, I think that he really fit the best friend to what I think so. Yeah. And speaking of which, there was another scene that made me wonder. Kasi Tian went to Chiang Mai because he wanted to do something for the villagers, right? And then
Right.
White calls and he says, "Oh, I'm gonna be there." And then it felt like he was there in less than 30 minutes. But Bangkok and
Versus
Chiang
Chiang
Mai
Mai.
are so far from
Yeah,
each
that's 8
other.
hours. 8 hours.
Exactly.
8 to 12 hours via train.
And he got there in like
plane.
because
Yeah,
and the thing is the lighting didn't change, diba? Which made it
Yeah.
which made me feel like it was within the same
Yes.
time frame. Di ba sana
Yeah.
nung dumating siya medyo hapon na, pababa na yung araw. Pero the
Correct.
lighting was the same, which was like, huh? Ayun. So yung ganun bagay. And remember when Tian was assaulted by the bad guys? So they ran away. And then my first thought was like, where are their bags? Did they go? They should go back for their bags. And then we never saw the bags ever again. But whatever. It's just me, my overthinking brain. Yarn.
Speaking of the side actors, another supporting actor that I really liked was Dr. Nam. I think he was also
Oh,
refreshing.
yes.
Yes,
He's also in
I haven't
Waterboy.
seen him- Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him for a long time since Soto's S. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Waterboy. So the last time I
Yes.
was Soto's S pa. And in fairness, a lot has changed. Like, he looked so mature. It looked so much better on him. Diba, ang cute niya. Ang cute niya as Dr. Nam. Tapos ang cute pa ng character niya na parang
Very
medyo
supportive.
supportive, go with the flow, Kenkoy.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
Mark.
unfortunately, it's his last series with GMM because he already left the company.
Oh, wow.
So-
Oh my God.
Why now?
Why?
Is he studying
There
abroad?
there are numerous haka here and there na
Ah.
well, this particular company kasi is not one of the best in terms of how they handle their actors, diba? So
Oh, yeah.
nasasayangan I don't know, for him siguro nasasayangan siya sa sarili niyang potential. So Parang
Right.
he wasn't given that much opportunity kasi to shine, di ba? Parang,
Right.
well, which
He
he
only got
really deserves,
disappointed.
especially for this series.
Yeah.
No? So, ayun.
True.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons. If it's, I don't know if it's correct or not, pero I think yun yung mga isang reason kung bakit he decided to go on and to turn another page of his book.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But we hope we'll see more of him. Kahit daring roles, pwede na sa atin.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
I was
Very
actually
true.
waiting for him to take his shirt off, but
Yes. Yeah.
kasi based on Water Boys, I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't seen, but yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
but
to,
siya-
kahit
siya-
hindi masyadong maganda.
Kahit
Yeah.
skip lang ako, di ba? I'll just
Skip
skip
ka
it.
lang.
I'll just stand on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sa important
I'll do that.
Sure.
I can't remember if I've seen him with a shirt on in water sports, even with arm.
Actually, he does wear a shirt, pero most of the scenes were in the pool area. So.
Yeah.
Sabi ni
And-
Will nga
and-
pala. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say na Sir Will said, baka naman kinabukasan. Sir Will, same yung damit? Same yung damit? And they did spend overnight at a hotel, which was again another product placement. So, yeah. Yeah.
At, least,
Yes,
well, at
Maya.
least these product placements are tied in with the story. No? Hindi kagaya
Yeah.
ng the more famous ones na as in it's just there and right
Mema lang.
in your
Tapos
face.
na masingit
Oo.
lang talaga.
Correct.
Na parang there's really no relevance in the story. Yeah. Even the snacks, diba? I like how they use the snacks, diba?
True,
They
true.
use that to like form Happy New Year at the end. And in
The
fairness,
coffee.
Yep.
yeah, the coffee. We sort of reminded them about being strong. Diba?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And going back to Dr. Nam, if you would compare the trailer versus the actual show, in the trailer, Dr. Nam was wearing like sundalo attire, like a camouflage outfit.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if there was a deliberate change like in the story
I
because of it. So like if he wasn't telling a medic or like or a fellow ranger or something like that, and then he became a doctor instead, which for me is okay actually. Parang at least it added more sense, especially since he was the one who investigated about the condition, the heart surgery, etc.
Yeah.
Right. Very true.
Another satisfier for me din siguro would be the official score, the soundtrack.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very thematic. Diba? Diba parang it also adds feels to the feels, diba? Kasi parang
Yeah.
it's sort of fluty if there's a red.
Yes. Fluty.
Diba?
Fluty.
Diba? Na parang sakto siya kasi diba, the scene is refreshing and then the sounds also like blended well with the surroundings. Yeah, it also gave additional feels to the feels.
Yes.
Pero it's just so right to have that to use that like a windpipe instrument for that kasi
Yeah.
while you're in a forest, but there are birds out there and ito yung literally nagme-mimic ng
Yeah.
sound ng mga birds, diba?
Mhm.
Because I see Maya smiling when I said birds. Yeah, there are birds out there. But I'm talking about literal
Birds of prey.
Yeah.
Especially, if there's like that much number of guys in the shooting. Dami talagang birds.
Mga
Sino
hornbills
ba,
mom.
Sir Will?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Si Kauna.
Singer na.
Kasi parang I don't see
my God,
Kauna's flavorful. I don't. Sino ba, Sir Will? Sabihin mo
Napat.
kung sino yan.
So the name is Napat in Jerry.
Napat.
Napat.
I don't think I know this person.
Yeah, he looks good. I can see the picture.
Interesting. Sandali, mag-google nga yan. Busy tayo.
Oo nga.
In fairness din pala dun sa what are your thoughts on the actress that played
Torfan?
Torfan? Yeah.
I like her.
Oh, me
Torfan.
too. Me too.
Hindi overbearing na parang mahadera. Tama lang. Di ba? Parang
Okay.
character enough to like tell the story. Hindi ako na-irita.
Yeah.
Di ba yung na-irita tayo sa mga characters ng mga Merlachi sa ibang PLs? Ito talaga parang all the more na love ko shop. Oy, Torfan, yes. Bless your soul.
Yeah.
Ganun. Or,
Yeah, that's yeah, that's true. That's true. You'll sort of connect with Thorfinn as well because of the actress, diba? Similar to how
Yeah.
the villagers would have felt.
yo,
Yeah.
super.
Tsaka kasi diba,
Yeah.
Thorfann's character was depicted as someone sweet, someone lovable. So
Yeah.
parang, although I'm a firm believer naman na how a person looks is not really definitive of how he or she really is as a person. No?
Right.
Pero there's this ano you really cannot take it away from a visual content. Yung visual recall ni Thorfinn, kasi hindi matara yung kilay niya, hindi matara yung o hindi mapunga yung mata niya.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it adds to the consciousness of how a sweet a young woman would be, and you see it as her, and then tamang-tama akma-akma yung how she looks like with the character that is given to her. So
Yep.
I cannot think of any other actress that who would have portrayed a better Torfan than her. And it's
True.
just so sad na Torfan yung pangalan niya pero ganun yung kwento ng buhay niya. Pero I really cannot think. So ayun, parang and also with with Earth and Mix, I'm jumping into to casting no. Na parang
Yep.
coming from Waterboy with kasi Earth and Waterboy is the lead actor there, 'di ba? Kasama niya si New. Pero
Yeah.
um with the casting of Waterboy kasi I cannot see the softness of New because he is so batak and he is so he is so chiseled and everything. And with this particular series no. Again, I'm coming from the perspective na hindi ko naman sinasabi na dapat the very hyper masculine and hyper feminine kind of look
Yep.
should be presented no. Pero it adds to how pleasing the story is. Kasi imagine if all the actors would be so chiseled and so so muscular and everything. It tells a different story. It resonates to to a certain point na I think hindi mapupush yung visual na gusto nilang
Yeah.
iparating. Kasi it also adds to the story more than the dialogue, more than the story itself, more than the script even. Parang
Yep.
the actors, how they look like and how they present themselves on screen is a big factor on how to
Yeah.
tell the story.
Agree.
And I
Yeah.
think
And it sends a different message too.
Yeah.
and Mix being a very versatile actor, even his features are very versatile no na at the start of the series na sobrang sobrang alam mo yun sobrang mataray na alam mo yung alta sa syudad anak mayaman, which you can see from him na he fits the role. Pero
Yeah.
on the other side nung pumunta na siya sa Papundaw no, parang he still fits the role na kung paano ang isang mellow, kung paano ang isang mellow na soft-spoken and matalinong tao na naging teacher sa isang village no. So I just want to have like kudos to the casting director, even the director itself na sobra si P of the same director of Theory of Love, same director of DBK. So parang nung nalaman ko na siya yung director when it was about to show, parang big shoes to fill. I mean, alam ko sapatos na rin niya yun, pero kailangan niyang i-fill yung sarili niyang sapatos kasi ang laki ng
Yeah, the
name
expectations
na-
are high.
Yeah, the
How to
expectations
do
are so
himself.
high. Yeah, and I think he did. I mean, he did.
Super.
Coming from as much as I love DBK, I think the magic of DBK is because it's one of the first BLs or Thai BLs that I've watched. Pero this is not A Tale of a Thousand Stars is not it's not necessarily a second best to DBK to together still together even. So parang it's parang the namesake of P of as the director is still there. I mean, I can see how his mind how he pours his mind into his craft. So
Yep.
yeah, it shows lang kung paano natin na-enjoy yung A Tale of a Thousand Stars. I hope na marami pa siyang mga gagawin in the future.
Kaya pala the same feels yung sa Theory of Love. Sabi ko, parang naramdaman ko to dati. And then, kaya
Yeah.
pala.
And also the color grading. It's very
Yeah.
consistent for his direction.
Correct.
Directing, diba?
There's still a theme, like a general
Yeah.
color theme.
Yep.
And imagine no, na parang we like us no. We did not talk about I just want to highlight how effective this series is in terms of how we will how we are talking about it right now. Kasi we like us, di tayo nag-usap beforehand na magi-green tayo or shade of nature or what. Pero nag-resonate for us. So parang it instantly and parang sa atin mismo no, naapektuhan tayo, ang kapal ng mukha.
True.
Na dalhin natin yung somehow nagkaroon ng parang it added to the audience na this is the feel that they want us to feel. And until now, I think I've watched it months ago. Pero nandun pa din yung parang yung lingering feeling, 'di ba? So wala. More than the actors kasi I'm a big fan of the director. So
yeah.
So
Definitely. Uy, ako rin. Gusto ko yung character. So you made mention of characters. Ang galing ng character narratives ha. As in, hindi siya, kasi usually sa mga usual BLs na papanood natin, parang it's either overstretch yung kwento, nabubwisit na tayo, or bitin. Parang ano nangyari? Eto, so ako to ha, like, super na-satisfy talaga ako sa kwento. Like, each character narrative was really okay to me. Na parang hindi ako nagtanong, na ano nangyari dun, bakit ganito ganyan. Parang they were kumbaga they had enough limelight parang napresenta sila na deadsman si Torfan para parang tumatakbo pa rin yung kwento niya at enough yung pagkwento. Nakulangan, hindi siya overstretch yun, galing.
Yeah. And it takes so much skill, no? Napatayin mo yung unang character mo sa first episode, pero pag-uusapan mo siya in every episode after. It takes so much skill to do that. I think there's a musical din na pinatay niya yung character at the first scene. Pero sa kanya umikot yung kwento. So parang
galing.
It's galing.
13 reasons. Was that? I mean, I'm not saying that was it, but nangyari rin sa 13 Reasons Why, no? Parang central character is a dead character.
Galing. Super. Siguro ako, if I have just like a minor concern, hindi naman concern, pero like question lang siguro. I just felt like may mga kwento, for example, yung friend na nakasagasa kay Torfan, parang it was kind of glossed
What happened
over.
to him?
Right, diba? Parang, ano yun? But siguro parang they're trying to point out something about social class and everything. Baka that's the main issue there. Pero para sa akin, parang, wait lang, ano nangyari doon? Nawala na? Saan napunta? Sure.
Kasi nabigyan siya ng malaking part sa kwento, pero it was not as established as the others. Yeah.
Diba? So, yun. Parang nakulangan lang ako na parang ano nangyari. Then secondly, siguro in terms of the plot, it's just me ha. I don't really have to drag you into this. Pero, ako parang, totoo ba? Lahat to they're all interconnected na parang, di ba, Torfan nasagasaan ng friend niya, the same kotse ni Tian. Parang, come on, in reality, it doesn't happen that way. Di ba? Parang yun, it's just me. Pero again, it's the purpose of the narrative di ba?
To add to the drama.
Right.
So what is more interconnected? This or He's Coming to Me?
No, it's Until We Meet Again.
Oh my God.
Until we meet again. My God.
Hindi, okay na pala ako.
Nag-switch families, di ba? So, parang magkakamag-anak sila and I don't know, it's just very complicated. Anyways.
But if there's something to look forward to, so of the director is also the director of the upcoming show of Pawat and
Bad Buddies.
Yeah, Bad Buddies. So it's also the director.
So gonna watch that.
Bad Buddies.
Sige, maninood ako. Oh my gosh.
Because of
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and because of too, I haven't seen him.
Come on.
And Nanon.
First BL.
Supposedly first BL. Yeah,
What?
I want to see how that goes.
Oh my gosh.
Diba napayagan na ni Nanay Lumande.
Char.
Sorry, Nico, yeah? What were you saying?
Sorry. Sabi ko, balik BL na talaga tayo, ma'am. Sure.
I guess it still depends, no? Because there's a lot of IBLs coming out as well. Like there's one now, Fish Under the Sky or something. Pero because I'm not drawn to the actors, that's probably why I'm not watching it. But everyone's saying that it's cute, you should watch it, etc. Pero
is it Fish Upon the Sky?
Fish Upon the Sky, yeah. So yun, parang
it's
kasi si Fish Upon the Sky si Bunso siya si Bunso sa kina Drake at Frank.
Okay.
For me, he's still Bunso, and I'm like, okay, maybe not, or I don't know, maybe in the future, but not right now. Ganon.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. Uy,
Sir
magpapalay
Will is saying it's hilarious. Oh,
hilarious
yeah.
daw.
Yun,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear good
It's
things
it's
about it.
it's it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad
Ah,
even. Pero ano lang siya, I cannot really put it up in the pedestal in the likes of Atots talaga, A Tale of a Thousand Stars and
yes.
BBK and Sotos and whatnot. Pero yun, siguro ano lang din with the opportunity of how they want to progress the story with Fish Upon the Sky. I think it's quite limited and also limited and limiting in a certain way kasi there's
Mm,
it's also set in a school. So parang for me, I'm quite still saturated with the school setup. So
Mm,
um okay.
yeah. Siguro yun nga eh. Parang, I think we've kind of sort of like um, run the gamut of the school narrative.
mm. Yep,
And,
yep.
medyo siguro kasi mature na tayong, and I'm saying advanced in years na tayo. So therefore, we're looking to, I guess, more relatable stories din naman.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it was cool when we were younger. Kailan lang yun?
Sige, this live is sponsored by Merriam-Webster with all the words that's coming out.
Ay, sorry na. Sorry na. Pero yun, I guess yun nga, parang different flavor, different flavor. That's basically
Yep.
it.
Yep. Yes, that
What
was really
is,
man. Yes, Mikey.
sorry, I was just gonna ask, what is Star in the Water? Is that sort of like a series, like there's Fish Upon the Sky and then Star in the Water? Or is that like a series? What?
I think it's connected. Tama ba? Kasi tinanong ko na talaga. Tama ba? Connected.
Nasa tabi lang pala eh.
Nasa gilid.
Magka-connect.
Alam mo,
Magka-connect daw.
Mama, isama na si Pao dito sa live. Itatabi na siya dyan. Hindi na siya
Yeah,
mag-chat.
pasok siya sa frame. Char.
Oo.
Pag pinasok natin sa frame, baka matanggal yung video natin sa YouTube.
Alam mo,
okay.
Okay, never
Kasi
mind.
naggaganon chi.
A nurse. Okay.
Akala ko naman
okay.
nakahubad. Diyos ko. Sige, okay lang yan. Wait, Sir Will is saying, if you want something light, pag nagsawa ka na sa ka-emehan ng mga Pinay videos.
True.
Yeah, and the Twitter drama of Pinoy VLs.
The Twitter drama, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Ako, I choose not to read na lang din so many of these threads and dramas.
Same.
Kasi, ang dami ka ng stress sa trabaho, dadagdag pa ba itong mga to? Hindi naman sila worth it. Joke lang.
Yes, yes.
Ako naman, I think it's just I'm conserving my energy. I know that some of these issues are important, and I know that there are people out there who will be fighting for the good, diba? So I guess yun nga, parang may tiwala naman ako na, for example, Sinatize, etc., will be able to champion the causes. So
right.
I will support, but I won't necessarily be very vocal about it. And like you guys said, diba, parang we're swamped at work, and I am focusing my energies on that. So,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. Uy, pinanood ko paling yung Korean na Wish. Is it Wish You?
Wish you.
Wish You. It was cute. It was really cute. Ay, hindi naman ako like, naging ecstatic about it, but it was fine. It was just steady, cute, romantic. I know it's different. Korean BL is different. It's
they take out on a different approach on how they will tell these queer stories. Kasi part of the reason is because Thailand is a bit more, for literal reasons, more open and accepting with all the colors of the rainbow. Pero with Korea kasi it's not the same story. So I think the approach is different.
Yeah. Din tama ka kasi napansin ko sa Thai may lalim, may depth, I guess. Sa Korean kasi it's pretty straightforward. Na parang ayaw niya, confused siya. I'm done with that. Pero it was cute kasi maganda ang Korean na serye, 'di ba? Parang ayaw na movie kasi film siya, 'di ba? Maganda yung pagkakagawa. Pero yung kwento parang okay, I saw this. I've seen this already before. Si Thai kasi, 'di ba? May layers siya na parang napag-uusapan niya. May lalim. Char.
And I think tama. Very very influenced by culture. Kasi I watched yung is it? Well, no, Where Your Eyes Linger. I was gonna say something else. Where Your Eyes Linger. And it's a Korean drama, BL.
Okay.
So parang yun nga eh, parang I think they're very evident na unaccepting yung society nila. And that's why they had to go elsewhere to be able to finally meet as themselves and to be able to express who they really are. Diba? So I think in that way, medyo repressed din yung mga stories nila, medyo yung mga outcomes. These are the outcomes that we used to encounter, like tragic or you have to get out of your country to be able to love freely. Yung mga ganong
Yeah.
bagay, diba? But hopefully, and I'm praying that eventually the Korean BLs will reach the level of the usual series. Alam mo yun, like Crash Landing Upon You, yung mga ganong levels, Goblin, yung mga ganong levels. Sana magawa nila yan. Hopefully, in the future. Na BL yung main characters.
Yep. Iba-iba no, pag BL, no, I just wish na yung ibang countries will really show something from their culture. Kasi Taiwanese, we've seen one also, ano pa ba? Filipino, Chinese.
Your name engraved herein, was it
Chinese.
Taiwanese? Or,
Meron na rin, diba? Siguro mga Macedonian, BL, mga ganyan, sana, no? Sure. Mga Romanian BL, sure. Ganyan.
Turkish delight. Ganyan.
British delight. Yeah.
Turkish delight.
But Turkish. Gusto ko yung Turkish. Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That'd be
Yeah.
really nice. I guess.
Cool. I think we've pretty much said about our, what we think about Dale, no? Parang, what's our rating? Ito na lang, balik na naman tayo sa ating BBS na rating.
Hala.
Yes.
At tagal na natin hindi nag-rating. Na-miss
Oo
ko
nga
na.
eh. Medyo naninibago ulit.
O isama natin yung fans natin in the chat, and then we can average the total score.
Yes,
1 to 10.
guys. Tell us your rating and we can total it. Total.
Yes.
We can
Yeah.
total it.
This is our official kilig meter. So on a
Yes.
scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the highest, 10 is most kilig, like over the roof, beyond the moon. How kilig are you guys?
Okay, I'll start. I'll give it a 10 really. Seryoso. Oo, kasi the same feels I got dun sa Theory of Love talaga na I like the plot. I like how bold they were nung pinasok na yung mga kwento na ito about environmental conservation, cultural nuances and everything. Alam mo yun, parang I like it. There's depth to it. And then I like the characters also. Plus, gustong-gusto ko talaga si Mix. I'm sorry. It's a 10.
Well, your bias is your bias. Yeah. Can't fault you for that.
Yeah. And for me too, I'll give it a 10 because there's really no
Wow.
aspect of it that I didn't like. And same as Nico, like it gave me all the feel. So and actually I'll also compare my feelings versus the ones that I felt in I Told Sunset About You. Wherein in the last two episodes, like I was really on the verge of crying. My God.
Ay.
Sobrang daming feels. So I'll give it a 10.
Yeah. Yes.
I would probably give it an 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Bakit may 0.5?
Vital.
Kasi parang I'm oscillating between
Oscillating.
18 and 9.
Like
But I feel that I'm industrializing. Kasi parang I feel that it deserves more than an 8. Pero parang may mga 9s kasi ako before. That's parang I'm thinking
True.
it's
not yet a 9.
Not yet there, yeah. So it's an 8.5 for you. It's really light fun, etc. But I think yun nga comparing it again to the ones that I ranked higher, probably because of the more of the messaging for me as well. Nico liked the environmental, the social, political, and stuff. But I guess when I look for a story, what I look for in the story is really yung parang it's sort of like Game Boys, diba? Parang when it hits you like there, because you can relate to it so much, and then there are these coming out stories and then struggles with sexuality and all those things. So I guess yun 8.5.
Cool.
Ako, I gave it a 9.
Okay.
I ranked it high because of like what Nico mentioned, no, yung how responsible the story is in terms of bringing to light these issues no na dapat naman talagang pag-usapan kasi it's not a typical issue to talk about in a BL series coming from GMMTV to talk about environmental awareness, to talk about the
That's true.
panggugulang ng mga naghaharing uri sa mga mabababang uri ng tao, yung mga ganon. It's not a usual
True.
concept na pinag-uusapan with GMM. So with the social responsibility and also with the casting, the direction and everything, I give it a 9. I cannot give it a 10. Siguro lang dahil there are just like what Mikey mentioned, there are gaps na I think could have been tied up parang tied up neater siguro pero parang if you put into consideration everything including what happens behind the scenes, like it's still COVID season. I mean they reshoot it in COVID season, they produced it in COVID season, so parang lang taking the judging it from what I've seen, not what is behind the lens, what happens backstage and what everything behind the camera. Pero I cannot give it a 10 yet. Especially may mga scenes lang kasi na for me medyo underdone and may mga scenes na for me medyo overdone. So yun lang.
Cool.
Gusto mo medium well. Ganyan.
Yeah, medium well. Ayoko
Medium
na
rare.
medium rare, medium well, ganyan. Hanggang doon lang.
Medium raw. Medium raw.
Well, depends on the stick. Charot.
Yes. All right, we've already averaged.
Baka may
And our viewers and our 2,000 viewers nagbigay din ng scores.
10 from
Sir
Sir
Will.
Will, 8 from Sir Will.
Yep.
Si Sir Will, isang mabulang 8.0.
Mabula. Saan
So,
bumubula?
1,000 stars over 10.
Yes.
10
So
over
that included, we are rating A Tale of Thousands. I think pinag-uusapan namin ni Mikey kanina. Asan yung article na A? Bakit walang article na A? Kairitan.
Oo, okay. Nabibitin ako kasi kulang ng article.
You know what? That's legit. When I was doing the poster, alam ng mga tao na gumawa ko ng poster. As in, na-type ko manually talaga na A Tale of 1,000 Stars. Kasi yun talaga for the vlogs.
For us, diba?
Ayan.
Yeah.
So we are giving A Tale of Thousand Stars 9.25.
Oh,
Yeah.
taas ha? Yes. Go guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Ang tagal na natin nakabigay ng 9.
And based on what you guys echoed, no, parang I mean it deserved naman kasi yun nga. It's very rare that they go into these types of issues and diba, concerns. So tama lang naman. Yeah, they tackle that.
Yep.
Oh my God, the color grading is beautiful. Yes, Darwin.
Yes.
Darwin, what's your score from 0 to 10? We'll
Isa
add
man
it to the total.
Yep.
What is your score?
Anong score mo, Darwin?
The color grading is so earthy, no? Nandun pa naman si Earth.
Oh, I think it's a mix of
Mama.
earthy and... Charot. Uy, may sinasabi si Will. May short film daw yung It's A?
Is it the short film or yung trailer?
Or the documentary.
Or
meron
like
ba?
an extra scene? I don't know. Darwin
No.
said it's like Twilight in Phuket. Hello.
We want to see that.
We should watch
Ayun.
that.
Yeah.
We'll look for it after. Or kung may link kayo, send us the link. Twitter. Tag. Char. Ayun. Uy, interesting ah. Baka maybe, ulit. Baka siya, preview for It's A 2? Tama ba?
Yeah.
Ayun.
Short film in prep for part 2. Wala, gusto kong panoorin yan.
So is that like an in-between? Like this happened between part 1 and part 2? Or ano ba? Uy, may score si Z.
9.5 sa Z. Ay, sama
Because
natin.
I love their chemistry so much and
Yes!
Very good. Yes.
Yes.
Uy,
Bias,
Darwin,
bias.
score mo. Ano
Uy,
na?
Darwin, hindi namin i-end yung broadcast hanggat hindi
Oo.
kami yung score mo.
Hanggang
Do you guys
bukas
know
tayo
that,
dito.
Hanggang bukas tayo dito.
Do you guys know that Mix is a vet med student? Vet med, diba?
Yes!
Vet med student.
Yeah. Oh,
A mix,
interesting.
yeah.
Napanood
So
ko na lang sa
imagine na-
si Miss, grabe.
Magdo-doktor si kuya mo, tapos nag-aakte-akte ng ganito, di ba?
I know! Kaya super gustong-gusto ko siya. Kasi doktor.
He
Sure.
can play a vet in his next, as a role, siguro. Diba?
Pero grabe si Mix, di ba? Mama vet. Di ba? Sure.
Bet mo siya. Bet mo siya.
Oo, talaga. Super bet ko talaga siya. Grabe. Sure.
Siguro dahil...
Uy, kambal
dahil,
talaga kami. Kambal talaga kami ni
Yeah.
Earth talaga.
Yes.
Tsaka the way I see Mix kasi is somehow resemblant of the way I see Pao Pangilinan. Kasi parang silang in the medical field. Tapos
Yeah.
BBL.
Mm,
Okay,
Very
Very
cute. Nag-vet siya kasi nalaglag niya yung kitten niya. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God, naiyak ako. Char.
talaga.
Gusto niya rin gusto mo rin hawakan niya yung kitty mo.
I know, no, not the kitty.
Eh, bakit gano'n? Nag-vet siya. Kung ako nalaglag ko yung kitty, I'll just pick it up. Tapos,
Kasi,
hindi ko kailangan mag-enroll.
Papakahirap ka ba? Pupulutin mo na lang.
oo.
Joke lang.
Pero di ba yung mga pusa pag nalaglag, they always land on fours.
Exactly.
On fours.
Oo. That's like their magic. That's like their talent.
Yeah.
Ay naku,
Ano
para
nangyari?
mga detalye mo na criticize tuloy. Char. Asan na ba yung score ni Darvin? Yung score mo na
Darvin.
namin.
Antay ka namin. Pati si Z. Pati si Sir
No,
Will.
Z already gave na. Ako rin.
9.5 si Z. Yeah.
Kiin ko na. Char, kiin talaga.
Change
Kasi
one
Miss Universe.
letter.
Yeah, Miss Universe.
So, PT? Ganun.
Change one letter.
One letter daw. T2.
Ito si Pao talaga, oh. May nalaglag na sa balkonahe, second floor, tapos nilapa ng aso.
Is that
Mama!
true? Is that true?
Ayan.
Is that
Sana
really-
naging sana naging dog pound employee
Totoo
ako.
ba?
Gusto ko yung nalaglag, tas nilapa na aso. Tapos sabi ni Nico kanina, ang cute.
Oh my God.
Ayun, May, napanood na ni May, di ba? May, anong score mo, May? 1 to 10, 10 being the lowest. Char, 10 being the highest.
Oy, wait. Love the name Kitty. Change one letter of Kitty. Hindi pa talaga ako
Napapaisip talaga ako eh.
Oo.
Ano doon? Ano mo ng letter doon? Anong
Which
place
letter?
value?
Correct. Parang mga magkakapatid. Ano, panganay ba? Yung panganay letter? Yung middle letter? Or yung bunso letter?
Oh, yeah. Si May gave her score as well. So, May gives it an 8.
Nako,
Sabi ni Sir Will,
Explain
ito
in no
daw.
less than 100 words, May.
yes.
Paano naging one letter yan, Sir
Hindi
Will?
naman ganyan. Paano one letter?
Bakit?
Dapat
T-I-T-T-Y.
T-I-T-T-Y. Exactly. My God.
Iba yun dito.
Sir Will. Sir Will. Teacher ka pa naman. Spelling wrong.
Sounds like.
Sounds like sana.
So anyway, given May and Z score,
Easy.
Ayan na. Bumaba tuloy. Sama-sama pa kasi natin.
Personal.
So,
it's the same. It's okay. So BBS and Friends basically gives it still 9.25. Tama ba? 9.25.
yeah.
Ano
Pero
bumaba raw eh.
kasama sila, naging, nako, 9.12 talaga.
Nine pa
Nako.
rin. Nine pa rin naman.
Okay, parents, still a 9.
Pinabago ni May 10 daw. O may Nico, tabulate ulit.
Yung totoo, May. Yung totoo.
Lahat.
Ay, okay. Miss Universe or calculate. Dapat ang Miss Universe parang BBS, pwede i-calculate.
Nagbago
wait.
siya ng score kasi ayaw niya
Ulit
na
natin
mag-explain.
to. Kasi ngayon lang lumalabas
Nine
yung
daw.
score. Wait lang.
9 daw si Darwin.
Wait lang.
Yeah, and
Nine.
Darwin gives it a 9. Okay.
9 si Darwin. Tapos ilan si May? Totoo,
10
May.
daw.
Zero. Ha?
Okay. 10 si May.
Darwin.
Ay, di sabi niya, joke lang po, 10 po. Sabi ni May.
10 si May, okay.
Nalito na ako.
Darwin, 9 ba or what?
Yung SGB natin nahirapan na.
Mama, kasi ibang score root.
Hoy, May, hindi kami ang nire-rating dito. Yung Atelo sa...
Wala naman kami doon, May.
Sorry,
Wala
ano
kami
si Darwin? 9, tapos 10. 10. May, sigurado ka sa 10. Sa 10 mo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Darwin says 9, but then he says sorry. 9 ako. So, 9 ako. So, don't be sorry. That's okay. That's your score. So, 9. Ayan.
We still have
That's my
plenty
10.
of time. Kasi wala pa tayong 1 hour 30 from the usual nating 2
Ayun, tumaas
Hindi
ang
na
score.
Hindi na tayo
Perfect.
masahan.
Gusto ko yung score. Ashan.
Final score na ba to, guys? Final score na ba?
Final score na talaga to. Ayan. Final rating na to for BBS and France. 9.5. Hindi ba iba? Wait
Ano
lang.
ba?
Ano talaga, Nick? Tumaas daw, pero ganun pa din.
Ano?
Ayan.
Uy, tumaas nga.
Diba?
Yes, 9.5.
Ignorig yung rating natin. No?
Okay.
Pakilabas yung Excel sheet niya, Nick. Kagaya ng Excel sheet mo sa Miss Universe. Nakakaloka may pa-Excel siya sa Miss Universe.
Oo, mama. Ito, grabe.
Suggestion si Z talaga. Gawin na lang daw 10. Lahat.
Baguhin daw ulit nating lahat.
Huwag na, okay.
Okay na ako, Z. Okay na ako.
0.5 na lang naman eh. So kapag distribute mo yun by 10, diba? So 0.05.
Yes.
Wait, until we meet again now, sabi ni May, na-review na natin to, diba? Have we?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
We've watched, pero we
He's
haven't.
coming to me. Yung na,
Yeah.
He's coming to me pala. Okay.
I think this is supposed to be pipelined with time type.
may pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pipeline
Wait, I would
tayo.
have to watch it again. Kasi I got
Na-push
confused
siya
with all
kasi-
of the lineage.
Na-intimidate tayo na it's a big task na i-review itong Until We Meet Again because of understanding everything all over again.
Correct.
Complications.
Sakit sa ulo. Masakit sa ulo. Pero it's in the
But it's a good
pipeline.
it's a good series to watch. It's heavy good, parang ganun. Hindi siya
Hoy, Will,
No.
magpa-check ka.
paswag mo.
Swab ka.
Anong ibang sa swab ni Sir Will?
Stars daw talaga. Ipang swab.
Oh my God. The kitty.
Come on. The kid.
I mean, the sounds like ipaswab mo. So dapat
Yeah.
Chinese style ha, Chinese style.
Naku, grabe.
Di ba yung Chinese
What?
nagsaswab sa puwet?
Oh my,
Oh, okay.
oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, iba. Ano
Diyos
to?
ko. Oo nga. Gusto ko yan, Z. Yung tanong mo, gusto ko yan.
Ayan.
Wala na tayong masabi.
Kasi
Hindi ako sanay.
babasa ako ng mga mga chart. Ayan. Ayan, so before we close, let's promote something again tonight. So, si
Yes.
Shop, meron na naman tayong eksena. Yan,
Yay!
mga
Oh.
Yay! So it's actually 2 weeks from 6/6. So 6 years is actually Shopee's mid-year big sale. So with that, we are presenting you a 15% discount voucher. So on June 6th, just use SPP 2021 FF66. So you'll get 15% off on your purchase. Minimum spend 500 pesos. Discount cap at 200 pesos. So just use Shopee Pay. So this is valid on all transactions on Shopee Pay. Limited redemptions only on June 6th. So use it as fast as you can. 15% off on 6/6.
Perfect.
Yes. Go guys. Add to cart. Alam niyo na yan.
Wait, it's gonna be a regular thing ha, itong Shopee natin ha. So kami po yung puntahan nyo sa mga Shopee na mga ano na to.
Alam ko, feeling ko yung 77 natin is SPP 2021 FF77.
7-7. or SPP 2021 GG 77.
Yes! Oh my God, ang saya.
At least,
Dapat next
at
time
least it's
BBS
easy to
branded.
remember. Uy,
Oh,
pwede. Yes. Gusto natin
request
yan.
mo, Maya. Char.
Ayan.
Okay, yeah. So again,
Anything
thank you
else?
so much again, guys, for joining us, for spending your Friday night with us. And yeah, so our closing remarks. Sorry, hindi ko kabisado.
Closing remarks.
Closing
Mikey.
skills.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for spending your Friday nights with us, and also for sharing your score, for sharing in the katuwan, kakulitan. We really enjoyed it. It's been a while, so medyo, I guess, naubusan kagad
Rusty.
yung energy. Rusty as well.
Tsaka it's a Friday. It's a
And it's
Friday
a Friday.
night.
Oh my God. Correct. Parang ang dami namin pinagdaanan this week. Alam niyo, alam mo yan, Maki. And I'm sure Maya also has a lot of stuff at work going on because of all the sales and such. Pero thank you for being with us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you again in the next one. Again, if you want to follow us, go ahead. We're on social media on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. It's all the same. Bruhaha B Squad, #BBS. You can also follow us on our personal social media accounts. It's down there at the bottom in the running board. So until the next live. Stay safe. Magpabakuna tayo lahat. Register and let's vote.
Register. Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Pero gusto ko next time mag-ASMR tayo, no? Like, ganun lang.
ASMR. Thank you.
Ganon.
Paano ka mag-ASMR dito sa nasa tenga?
Mama, tanggalin mo, ma. Ganon.
Ganunin mo, ma'am. Ayan. So, advance happy weekend. Have a good rest and good night, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Dee, Will, Pao, etc.